bringing one of them, but at this point, if you're Yapzor, do you next mid lane, and what has your 200 really got back? It got back the kill on the ward. That's your upside.
And this is really well done by EG. Second game in a row, I feel like they've game planned around what Secret looks to do here.
Do you also like this from Secret? The mix-up of lanes. So mid one's heading towards the top lane. The first time in a while that he's not playing that mid lane. And then you Nisha as the anti-mage who will get the matchup with Lashrak. He can close that distance and get some mana burn off. They may really start to cramp some style for once.
It's just a better matchup, Toby. And I think the Death Prophet top is able to play way more aggressive into the Centaur. You don't want AM versus Centaur. You lose that trade. Centaur does not need mana ever to harass you and outlast it because of the retaliate. Death Prophet, however, you get those really nice drains off of you. Sustain through that harass as you're clicking. Meaning that your win condition, the Nisha AM, will have the optimum amount of experience. As you can see,
Fly's in a little bit of trouble. Spirit Siphon's making him lose a lot of life. He's already having to back with 3 tangos, but Puppy cut this off with the disruption. Just life away, but now Puppy's actually in a little bit of water hurt. So they're both going to cop just as much harassment as each other.
Lane's definitely in favor of Secret in the sense that they got the matchups they wanted. However, does not mean they'll win this phase.
It's still crazy to think like Puppy is such a boss. That sentry ward, getting both of the sentry wards opening up against the Yapzor.
It's more of a miscue for me, to be fair. If they place that bottom ward more to the left of it, it's not possible. Still, let's take it away. Just, you know.
Just a freebie for now.
He wanted to get one. You know, Puppy's not that much of a mastermind, even if he is one of the greater drafters in Dota 2 history. Mid lane, I think, this is the first time I've seen Sumail lose the opening wave. Obviously, he's got a ton of CS power, but it's very difficult to last it here. Don't have the damage to do so. You want to play more aggressive. That's how Sumail likes to lane here, but against an AM, you can see that 2 points mana burn, 40 a hit. Sumail cannot play as aggressive as he usually does here.
Yep, not while Nisha's there. But I'm liking watching Zion in the safe lane, just using Sandstorm to stay on top of the creep wave. But I'm wondering just how Arteezy makes the most out of this, because obviously we've seen a lot of farm Arteezy, we've seen a lot of life stealers from Arteezy. How is it meant to itemize to be successful? Okay, well, when you... That's an easy consume. But Zion went for the early Pyro Strike level. Arteezy doesn't want to give this up. And with support from Crit, they can continuously dive into the town, but he won't further.
A lot, especially when you have a Wisp pairing. Arteezy started the game with Venom, and then the early dust on Crit. They want to apply pressure to and ensure they get other farm on the Arteezy Lifestealer.
And Puppy and Fly ever going to stop hitting each other? Like, it's just a never-ending battle along the river, and Puppy, he's still level 1, trying to make sure that Fly just has to hit himself now.
Yep. And imagine, though, if this was an AM top, right? This would be so much more dangerous for Secret. Because he's middle, they're able to stabilize through this laning phase. Even though they're a bit behind, to be expected. It's just about stabilization. You want to preserve an even game and take that one fight with your huge ultimates that turn it in your favor.
Yeah. And actually, because Puppy's doing this, it means Yapzor doesn't have any kind of pressure on him. He can continuously just farm himself up and become that fourth core of Team Secret around those huge team fights. But S4's still getting some decent CS up on top. Like, eventually, at one point, he'll come over and do something about Puppy, and with slow, this may be the place to do it. He's got disruption available. He'll let it off on S4 and Puppy. He understands he can potentially deny himself up while he's to keep the run going. Yapzor is actually rotated over, getting the damage into S4. He'll need to go for another hook stop just to keep mid one under control and give some space for Fly. But no Spirit Siphon. S4 wants to get more damage, and he'll get it.
Retaliate. He's hitting for over 180. That popped. Bottom lane, though, there's a lot of stacking going up for Crit. Actually, not stacking. He's just farming. Looking to stack at the same time. Because our Torque just laying down bottom, 2 points feast. Zai continuously pushing the lane. Trading here. And it's just one way to deal with the Enigma jungle, right? Just create a jungler of your own.
As long as he doesn't get himself killed off, that's fine. Salve will let him sustain.
Something we used to see a couple patches back, but again, we haven't seen in a while, mostly because Wisp hasn't been in Dota 2. You can actually jungle pretty efficiently just because that's the way balls don't proc on the creep. So you keep doing this AoE damage, and then when they explode, do the full damage as they would to Hero. So very easy for Crit to try and accelerate here. Farming as much of the jungle as Crit or Yapzor is, but of course he's not getting that deny. So not helping out an offlaner quite as much, but no big deal.
And he did have to leech a lot of the experience from Mart. Now, the other downside. In fact, the Death Prophet can set a lot more solo with
crit.
the main as
He's the Ancients by accident got 3 HP. Up salve after Fairy Firing, otherwise he would have died. Half a bottle now, and we'll grab both bounties up top though. Puppy will get both in trade.
That's that pressure. And Nisha, another slight little fun thing, spell block. You can see the money being channeled. But I could also see Team Secret running towards him in that dire observer inside the lane. It's allowed S4 to play this lane very confidently, knowing when he can move and now when he has to retreat.
And this just, I want to have in here. It's just like Kevin went over in that mid-series segment. EG love helping Sumail on this left. Turns mana into damage. So Crit leaves the one bounty room, comes mid, pops balls, uses all 3 bottle charges to get Sumail back to full HP and mana. Now he goes to grab it, and again, he'll return to help Arteezy. But this has allowed Sumail to now just take control of the lane. As soon as he gets 6th, it'll be a little more dicey for Nisha.
And this is not what Team Secret wanted. Team want to get down to that middle as level. But EG, they've been so stable on this top lane. 9 lane forward, regen instantly cancelled. But Observer Ward's going to get deep water. This was a pretty late ward that was already planned out. But what's he going to go for? S4 isolated. The catcher is going to of S4 with a follow-up damage from the Malefice. Left Stampede, Crit, and Fly. Both here to ensure they survive. Mid one using that Spirit Siphon to get some distance, but the Hookstock is down. Is there enough damage coming in from these conversions? With Puppy and the tree lines, they don't have much more to give. And the Spirit Siphon is giving everything back to mid one. It's Fly who's low and will be the first one. Puppy will claim it. S4 wants the Hookstock's coming off cooldown right now. Crit's already helped to get one of the kills. Was making it difficult for S4 to close the distance, and Yapsor still has the army combining the Crimp Swarm. The damage from Seeker is there, and Yapsor playing him the trees. The stun from S4 stops at least the minion army from killing him off, but it will not stop mid one. A double kill for the off-laner Death Prophet, punishing EG.
And he immediately skills up the ultimate to try and apply some tower damage. I'm sure S4 will TP back, but you have a catapult here. You still have 3 heroes. Really well played by Secret, playing G in that side job. You can see the strength of the Death Prophet against the
punishment up. This them and the catcher. S4 will just cop so much damage. Everybody keeps their distance to ensure there is no TPs to return just to die. And that now makes this top lane a guaranteed tier 1 tower down in 7 and a bit minute.
Flashback to that first game when the S4 tied. And a couple of miscues, some extra deaths.
0-8
advantage, exactly.
He doesn't have the big ultimate like Ravage that could just be used to still have a purpose in the game.
The problem is there that the Wisp had used his TP, so you're not ever going to be playing as 2. Would have gone all the way out, not in time. And Secret, they had set for that. They know that only that one hero will come in. So unless they wanted to move Arteezy towards top, there's no way you were going to be able to defend that tower once the Exorcism is popped.
Keep in mind the fact that Arteezy, Sumail not there, they were still farming up, they're still getting a hell of a lot. Sumail's going to get a double damage rune. Arteezy's not going to be slowed down on his Midas timing either. And EG's on the hunt. That's a really nice observer ward right next there. Fly's going to loop around the tree line to find it right next to the shrine. So it does end up going down.
So far, so good for both sides. Secret, I think they're happy with what they got. And it's all about exorcism efficiency. If you can get a tower per, you're going to be happy. Their next move wants to be mid. You want to try and find a kill on Sumail, open up the map for your side. That's what will really allow Nisha to accelerate into the game, the space. He wants structures down so that he can consistently cut waves safely. Allows Puppy as well to get those deep wards off.
The courier die. It's got the fellow Discord on it, bringing in the clarity for Death, but she's in a little bit of trouble. 10-1 charges are available. Spirit Siphon's already been burned. Mid one just TP. They have no more stuns. That was a little too easy.
That Spirit Siphon, you're playing against 2 strength heroes with tons of max HP. Well, Ogre Intelligence, but I count him as he's just so damn beefy. Crit still juggling. He'll be level 6 soon. I like this. They've actually just moved Nisha time to the jungle with that max efficiency build. Double Wraith Band and paste. Let Poppy try and recover, get some XP middle in the meantime. There's the veil.
If someone does come close enough, he can just disrupt them and disengage. Players don't want to let this happen. However, quick ignite and light. Adding some presence to this.
Nap is almost at a mech as well. team fight that's going to be strong here. EG's going to have to be careful. One playing more of a skirmish pick-off game.
Poppy's actually totally trapped. A disruption, S4, Chris, they're given that movement speed as they run forward. Stampede on cooldown, what matter when SD's already there. Rotalon being baited out of his pit. Heal arrived in that Bell of Discord to work. So Mail, he just burns down. Mid-one, Criswarm does the work. Crip against his own TP. There's no more stuns available. So he will be able to get away to safety.
Look at this though. What time is it? Catapult wave. It's on the way. Exorcism pop. Exactly what you're looking at. Secret, they already get the glyph. YapzOr pops Midnight Pulse just to try and create area control. So long as they have spacing, they should be fine. Their big concern is a Stampede and double stuns. But with Zai here with that early Veil, I just don't see EG able to contest this. And
Fly's dead.
It's being dope.
Fly staying around a little too long. Sando's on his way. There's still no Stampede. S4 completely beating with Arteezy. EG's brought everyone ready for this. It's stay in the back line. Look at the Sentry Wall, but he's dusted up. So Zai will die right in front of Tier 2 tower. And so far with the Violet coming in from Ogre, it is EG who have the all 5 up to Mel will connect on the stun. Trying to save by disrupting him up, but they'll both end up dying. To Sumail and Arteezy. Deep is the name of this. Almost the Tier 2 tower chasing down mid-one. But she can have pressure to the one as well because, hey, they're running with the Lashrak.
Yeah,
He's put so much damage.
I neglected to realize that Sumail died. He picked that Arcane Rune. So when he's TPing back into the fight, he's spamming his spells with cooldowns that should not be popped. And Secret, they just don't recognize the amount of damage this hero
Secret
can
of
deal.
fighting. Looking for the Virus Strike. Drinkwater already down from Fly. He needs some help. Virus Strikes have to be used defensively. But it will mean EG will back away from the Tier 1 tower.
I like that move for EG. They had to defend the tower. They brought all 5 even back on Fly. Secret still looks like they might continue to pursue. They still have the Enigma Black Hole. If they had mech for that engagement, the YapzOr was only 200 gold away. It might tell a different story. But either way, well done. They're going to move out.
It's like they really want to continue to fight. They were close to that Radiant Overward, but they're looking for a target in mid. Black Hole is still available. Defensive options. That is Nisha farming the top lane. Pretty much uncontested. That'll be the better target to try and get. Difficult to claim, however. Counter spell plus blink makes him difficult to lock down.
Yeah, and you can see even the spacing by Secret in that fight, right? The movement.
Oh, what an obs. They waited for him to blink. They knew his farm pattern. Using the Hawk Stomp. That doesn't care about counter spell. And then perfect stun. Nisha down. It's not just the death, it's the death timer. He's on the sidelines for a half a minute.
Dude, and it's warding from Fly. We saw this in that upper bracket final. That one orb in their own jungle because they know that Secret wants playing in the top woods, not their own. Now they move back towards the middle, ensure they can defend the tower. He's still farming bottom. Will be going for the Midas Radiance. His typical build. Now finishing Kaya first, not the Yules from last game. I like the decision though, just because of the mana cost and mana loss reduction. Very good against the Anti-Mage.
And it's also more natural for him in this game, right? Because you don't have a Chen just to in.
Yeah.
So running TP scroll not as efficient. High movement speed, however, that's very efficient. These Puppy's able to get a little bit of a quick ward out and remove that good vision from Evil Geniuses, meaning that the 2 Observer Wars they have still left up. One's going to time out pretty soon, but just mainly watching the northern side of the map.
Secret, they're just looking for the opportunity. Not quite level 6 on P. They want a fight. They've got the ults up, they've got mech. It's just finding that opportunity. And it looks like mid-one will be just first item rushing the axe. So his farm speed won't be as fast as it would be at some item that included a Void Stone in his build-up, but it does mean that the timing push around 20 minutes or so, that's where Secret could look to just get very offensive, or at the very least take fight this 4 as Nisha farms around the map. Still a Demon Edge and recipe away from Battle, though. 2,000 gold.
It's actually kind of crazy how fast Arteezy pushes down the wave. Allows Zai just to continuously be safe near his Tier 1 tower. He's already got the level 4 Burrow Strike. He's closing in on that blink down, and that'll make Zai very elusive in these side lanes.
And it also allows Secret the opportunity to find kills. You look at their draft, what is that true initiator? The same blink. Allow them blast, pop their ults, and not be susceptible to the mobility that you could theoretically, you just stampede out. You have no other method of catch right now. You could dispel, you could disrupt. Not dispel the center ult, of course, but you can pop the purge, stall them after. You're farming ancients. Just a passive game thus far. Another Arcane Rune on Sumail. I like this decision. He's actually going to be going for a BKB rush, so not doubling down on that mobility like I'm a superstar style he was doing for the previous 2 days, even last game. He wants to ensure that when Secret is timing, he's able to stand and fight strong. He's really the true damage out for the VG right now.
Crit, that's problematic. It's now staying in range of the tether's not going to be. Crit will get up the hill. They burn defensive stamp. All of this was for the bounty runes.
Not bad. 3 runes do go the way of Secret. They take a slight gold edge, 6 to 6 minutes in.
But Arteezy still has so much space. He's 7.3k net worth, closing in on that radiance as time continues to tick by.
Gotta smoke though, because Zai has the blink and mid-tower still the objective. This is what Secret, all their most active. EG have got to be cautious.
EG don't want to fight yet. This Tilt's Blink Dagger is also coming on the courier. Gonna take another 5 seconds before it will arrive, but Team Secret are already adding the pressure to the tier 1. No fortification left anymore.
From Zai though.
S4's looking for the target. So close, S4 gets the double stun. Zai gets hit through the roof with the emphasis. Samel is low, but that's why you've got an Argo. Triggers the one charges, an offensive disruption, but now inside of that, mid-1 will kill him up by staying on top. Use the exorcism to work. The relocate will not help anybody. In fact, S4, he does not beat Night Pulse, turns over towards mid-1, back needs some distance. He's got a stunner Babel as well, but that's why Zai, Invis, under the sandstorm. They've already got a double kill, but back to the fight. After relocating out, mid-1 will end up going down. They'll have the extra help because TZ is a beast. Cripple finally